Right now I'm carefully mixing a 2-component polyurethane, preparing to pour it into the mold. These will be 2 separate halves like this, and we'll end up with something like this in the end. That's it. Now we leave the mold undisturbed for about 16 hours.
This is a polyurethane sealing bushing, which is specifically used for sealing the joint. And this is a carefully milled mold that is intended for casting this bushing from high-quality American 2-component polyurethane.
Hello, my name is Alexander, and you're currently watching the DP Labs channel. Today is almost like a holiday for me because after a long wait, we've finally reached the exciting point where we're going to reorganize and improve the workspace. We spent almost a week clearing out all the unnecessary junk from here. And now I'll briefly explain what we plan to do here. This part is going to be sealed off hermetically. There will be an assembly area there so that everything stays clean and dust-free. Here, there will be a small storage room where various components and other items will be kept. Next, I want to run countertops along all of the walls, where all of the assembly work will take place. I will also add shelves with lighting installed above them. Then I'll create a bit of zoning also with the countertop, and there will be a corner specifically for soldering, assembling batteries and things like that. Over here there will be computer desks where the operators will work and watch the machines through a special window. Right here, where Alexei is working, that's where the machines will be placed. We'll be adding 2 or possibly even 3 additional machines to the existing ones, so that the lathing process will be much faster and more efficient overall. There will also be a sort of designated dirty area further on, where you can drill threads, file things down, and perform similar types of work. There will also be a dedicated polishing area for parts in that section. Let's go further. I'll show you another project. This machine you see here is a future vertical portal milling machine, which is a type of equipment used for precise and heavy-duty metalworking tasks. I started putting it together a few years ago, but at that time I didn't have the right resources or the opportunity to finish the assembly. Now, after moving it to this location, I finally have the chance to continue working on it. I am hopeful that with steady effort over the next few months, I will be able to complete the assembly and get the machine up and running, ready to take on new machining projects. The idea behind this project is to build a fairly cost-effective machine with capabilities similar to the Haas machines we have here, but at a much lower cost overall. About 80% of the work is already done. What's left is to carefully assemble the head, install the spindle, and start setting up all the electronics. Why did we even decide to take this on? To increase the workspace, because before this, well, it was inconvenient to do everything in such cramped conditions since we were constantly getting in each other's way. Most of the time was really just spent slowly moving one thing out of the way in order to get to something else. Looking for the right tools, just walking around and rummaging through all these different boxes that are stacked on top of each other, it's honestly a real pain. Well, it's just inconvenient. Now I have a whole 120 square meters where I can arrange everything properly and conveniently, so no one gets in anyone else's way. I can set up separate zones for each type of work and lay out all the necessary tools right there. So if you need to solder something, you just go to the corner where you have the soldering stations. Solder, wires, everything you need is right there, and you don't have to go looking for it anywhere. In the center is the dirtiest part of the production, the machines. Around them there will be all sorts of shavings and other debris. And to keep all of that from getting dragged into the assembly area, we specifically decided to zone everything as much as possible. So we'll enclose it completely, all the way up to the ceiling, so that not even dust can get through. There's another nuance here. Quite literally, right behind the wall, just a few steps away, is the powder coating shop, and that's honestly just a complete nightmare. If you leave something uncovered for a day, you come back the next day, and there's already a thick layer of black dust on it. That's why we have to deal with this, and hopefully everything will work out and we'll have an almost sterile assembly room.